Hi everyone, this is Pseudo AI bringing you another application of AutoGPT writing some code to act as a stock trader and send out notification alerts to your email. In this example, we'll be sending out alerts based on whether the price is above or below the 5, 10, 25, or 50 simple moving averages, allowing the user to act upon that information as they see fit. Naturally, the approach I'm about to demonstrate can be used for whatever metric you prefer to trigger your alerts, so feel free to substitute your needs in the following approach. Our first obstacle to setting this up is we need an API key for some trading app, preferably free unless you are already paying for a subscription. Our free app of choice today will be Alpaca, so simply sign up for an account and no need to move any real money here, we're just using it for the API key. Speaking of which, to grab your API keys, make sure you are on the home page and click on the View API Keys button. Now you will also need a secret key which you can obtain from clicking on the button here. Since I already generated mine, the button is labeled Regenerate, so yours may differ if it is your first time. Our next step is to take these keys and our email addresses and password and put it all in a text file so that we can have AutoGPT read it and use it for its tasks. Place this text file in the AutoGPT workspace directory, otherwise AutoGPT will not know where to find it. Now it is time to launch AutoGPT and begin. I'm using manual mode here, so I type in -- manual so I can pick my own goals. My goals are very straightforward and descriptive. Our first step is to read the text file I created. Our next goal is to have it write a Python app that uses the Alpaca API to get stock data and send out email notifications to our Gmail account when the price is above or below the SMA. And the last goal is very important. We wanted to make sure the code is written correctly and to make any necessary fixes. Always have it shut down when complete to save on API calls. As it starts to run, it is trying to determine how to use the Alpaca API so it can use it to write the Python code. A reasonable strategy. It first tries the Alpaca website directly to find the API information, but it has no luck. It realizes its mistake and does a search for the Alpaca API documentation instead and is able to locate it. It ultimately writes the resulting information to file and conducts analyzed code on it to figure out how to use the API in the code. Its next step is to write the code based on the API documentation and check it to make sure it is good to go. With the code complete, it is time to run it and error. Apparently I goofed up here. That tends to happen on occasion or, all the time according to my wife. Since my Gmail account has two-factor authentication enabled, I cannot use my Gmail password. Rather, I should have used an app password, which we'll need to generate by following the steps here. Link in the description below. After doing that and replacing our Gmail password with this new app password in our text file, time to run again and voila, it works. How easy was that? Now we can see we received a notification. Well, that was extremely easy. So you may be wondering, why not just use ChatGPT to do this? And fair enough. You absolutely can, but it does require several back and forth prompts to get the code written and working, and unlike AutoGPT, you cannot have it read your local files as we had AutoGPT read our text file. And no way in hell am I putting the contents of my text file in ChatGPT's UI. Sure, I could put dummy API keys and passwords in, but that's just all extra work. Let's just have AutoGPT do everything for us. Now it should also be mentioned that most services like Alpaca will have restrictions on a free account. In this case, there is a 15-minute delay to the historical data, so we're not completely live. There isn't really a way around that unless you're willing to pay a subscription. However, one option could be to have AutoGPT act as a live tracker by looking up the current data online and sending email notifications using an email plugin, thus avoiding any API services from any traders. The API calls would cost money, but if you limit the amount of times it checks per hour, the API calls will cost substantially less than a subscription. If you're all interested in seeing that, let us know in the comments below and I'll make a video on it. Anyways, thanks for watching everyone. Stay curious, my friends, and please like and subscribe if you found the video informative. See you all in the next one.